the one topic that we are gonna get to is banana ball.
Like I said, I've done zero research on it. I have no idea what I'm walking into.
What you're walking, I tell you what you're walking into. You're walking into us being the number one banana ball podcast in the country. That's what you're walking in for.
Let's get
Hi,
it.
and we're
Let's get
gonna
it.
get to it.
Banana Ball is coming
Oh,
to Detroit. I'll sit here and say right off the bat, if I was at a bar, had a few drinks in me, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, Banana Ball," just like Harlem Globetrotters, I might pop off and be like, "No, it is not like the Harlem Globetrotters because they actually play baseball in Banana Ball." The teams are comprised of either ex-professionals, ex-college players, or college players that will actually be drafted into the MLB
so it's like a G
to
League type situation.
if the G League was having way too much fun and people loved it. So let me go through the rules real quick. You win by getting a point each inning. Next
So like
inning,
tennis format, you're kind of winning like your set type of thing, right?
a hundred
Okay,
percent.
okay, okay.
Yep. 2 hour time limit. There's a clock going at all times. So which for families,
For
flat
Hoy.
2 hours. For yeah, I mean for everybody. The rules will get comical here. So no bunting. Rule 5, batters can steal first at any time. So essentially when that comes into play is if a pitcher throws a bad pitch, goes behind the catcher, the batter's just gonna take off running. But we want action. So rule 6, no walking. Banana ball. On the fourth ball, the batter is going to take off sprinting towards first base. Because what needs to happen is every player on the defensive team needs to touch the ball. Ball four happens, batter takes off like a bat out of hell towards first base. Catcher usually goes straight from catcher to left field. So he's coming up gunning to left field, and everybody kind of converges towards second base because that's usually where the play is going to be. First base,
Everyone on the defensive side has to touch the ball.
walk.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So they got to whip that thing around.
I like
Exactly.
this.
So and with that, pitchers don't want to walk them, and so you get a lot more good pitches, and so guys are hitting the ball. Rule 7, no mound visits. They're boring. Pitchers pitch, hitters hit. We don't need coaches out there. Rule number 8, my personal favorite. I was 100% the kid that took his baseball glove to all the baseball games. And rule number 8 is when a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. So everybody in the stadium is playing defense at all times, my friend.
Oh, that is awesome. So that's like true home court advantage type stuff.
So you would have to get the crowd basically to like get into one side or the other, kind of like a WWE match. And then you would have everybody be like, "No, don't catch this ball. We need, we got to keep this bat alive." Rule number 9, ties are broken with a showdown. So just think about a baseball field. The tiebreaker is a pitcher, a catcher, and one fielder. I'm sure a walk is like over or something like that. Like the it's like a home run. But so the ball is going to go into play. And so the hitter's got to hit the ball, and there's only one guy out there. And so he's got to track the ball down, probably get it to the pitcher who's going to get it to the catcher.
I was gonna ask, is it just like each team gets one turn type of thing? This is
Yes,
sounding
if for some
amazing
reason
so
it's
far.
Rule 10, each team can challenge, which comes into play because the flipping umpires, they're dancing just as much as the teams are. They're out there shaking their butt. And the one home plate umpire, you can find videos of him. He's doing the splits behind home plate, but like I don't think I can backflip enough to I wouldn't be picked up. First of all, I can't dance, so there's no way. Rule 11, quickly get through this. Each team can send out a golden batter once per game. Part of the problem with baseball is, for basketball, LeBron's got the ball at the end of the game. For baseball, it's not always the best hitters got the opportunity to win the game. With this rule, the golden batter rule, maybe the bases are loaded in the, second to last inning and you want to use it then, but essentially you get to put your best hitter at the plate one time during the game.
This kind of
And
reminds me
so,
of like backyard baseball type feels where there's
Mhm.
like power ups and stuff.
Rule 12, an equalizer point is determined before the ninth inning. They do some crazy trick plays. The cool ones are, I just was mentioning the backflips. You will see guys catch the ball as they are flipping. So if you can kind of think about the physics of it, they would put their glove kind of backwards, chicken wing, and
Uh-huh.
flip forward. And as they're flipping, they got to time it so they're catching the ball as they flip.
And then you get bonus
Now you
points
got
for that.
exactly. So you essentially win an inning. It's an extra full point. This is like you ever play Mario Party and
Yeah, you
stars
get
out
stars, random
yeah,
stars.
exactly in your
Oh
2 hours.
man, that is
And
hilarious.
I see you're laughing, and it's funny, but right now this is one of the hottest tickets out there. I think last year was more in the 12 to maybe 15 city stops. Resale on those tickets was like $300 to $500 to get in per
Okay.
ticket. You're taking a family of four. It's like two. It was like $2,000 last summer. So
Wow.
they're going to a lot more cities. Kids love it, especially with the dancing. I asked you if it had popped up on your TikTok algorithm. It is all over my wife's because of the guys dancing shirtless. It's like Magic Mike
Oh
meets
man.
baseball. So it is thirst trap for the moms, baseball for the dads, innocent dancing for the kids. It's the whole thing,
It's like a
man.
family
It's
event. It's a full package.
oh, oh my goodness. Like this is how you get 300 to 500 resale on a family event.
Oh boy. I need to look way more into this now.
And um, I wanna pick a favorite team right now. I am on the wait list with my family to get tickets to when they come to Detroit. Now, the Savannah Bananas aren't coming to Detroit.
Mm.
It's going to be the party animals versus the firefighters. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, if I'm going to buy a bunch of gear to go to the game, looking at the logos right there. So party animals are the top middle one there. It's the
Oh,
it's
the
the
Bruno
monkey with
Mars
the
looking
banana.
one.
It is, and they have the most flamboyant colors. And like I said, they're the ones that are coming over my wife's TikTok a little bit more than the
Hmm.
other ones. But just being me and looking at the matchup that I'm getting, I feel like I'm gonna start buying party animal gear.
Can you please pull up the email I received on April 1st? And I know right when
Okay.
I said that, I understand I
Oh.
got the email on April 1st. This was not an April Fool's joke. But so go on. Can you please read the email?
This is from Banana Ball World Tour. All entries, including yours, were put into a pool for Detroit, and a lucky bunch was randomly drawn to be offered the opportunity to get tickets. There's no easy way to say this. Your name was not drawn for Banana Ball tickets for Detroit. Oh no.
Dead to me, boy. Dead to me. The entire team, the entire sport, the entire thing. Dead
No.
to me.
It was sent out on April 1st. Are we sure it's not like...
I said that. I led with that. I already checked
Are we
into
sure?
that. That was an evil. That was so much more evil because I read it, and then after 20 minutes, I was like, no, wait, these are like goofy people. They could do goofy things,
They could.
but no, they're just. I don't want to swear on this podcast, but I've never wanted to swear more on this podcast because they're a-holes, Hoy. They're all a-holes. And let me call a few out by name here. I was gonna promote these people, Hoy. I wanted nothing more in my life than to just celebrate and praise these people. Like Dustin Baber. They call him the glove magician. Hoy, he plays second base. That means he doesn't have an arm. I'm gonna go the other way. The glove magician, my butt, playing second base, that means you don't have an arm. Brett Helton, I had things for him, Hoy. I was going to promote these people. Dead to me. All of them. The sport, the team, the bananas, the animals, the whole thing.
I see the stars.